Hello, as it's April 1st, I thought I would do like a wrap up of what I've read over March and what I hope to read in April. Just because I personally, as an artist, I think my reading impacts my writing the most. Whatever I'm in the mood to read kind of correlates to whatever I'm in the mood to write. This month has been kind of over the place. In the beginning of the year, I was consistently reading high fantasy books, and then I sort of kept to the theme, but I didn't read as much as I expected this month. So the first book I finished this month was The Book That Wouldn't Burn. Was this a cover buy? It absolutely was a cover buy. I saw this and was like, magical libraries, count me in. It completely surprised me. I haven't read a fantasy book that sort of has that classic sort of, I want to say like old-fashioned, but not old-fashioned, what's the word, like 90s fantasy vibe. I really enjoyed this book. It took me ages to get through, and it was kind of slow, and there was like a lot of plot points that didn't feel needed, and once I figured out the plot twist, it was kind of obvious. But I really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed reading about 900 pages just about books. I think that a lot of the popular criticisms of the series is valid, but it didn't take away my enjoyment of this book. And then the next book, keeping along the fantasy. I don't actually know what these books count as. Fantasy? Why historical fantasy? Second book of Our Lady Fortune series. I really enjoyed this. I read this actually before These Violent Delights, which is kind of fucking stupid seeing as they are like the prequel to this book, but I enjoyed it nevertheless. And after reading These Violent Delights, I felt really invested in these characters. I thought it was really fun. It's a new adult book which I think explores a lot of great themes. Yeah, just really exciting. A general good like 4-star read, I feel like. Yo, I'm a lesbian, but I can appreciate a man, especially when a man is such a great concept as an individual. I don't know how to describe it. He like lives in 2 stone cabins in the Italian Alps, part of the Alps, Italian mountain range, and he like is just renovating these 2 stone cabins, and he releases like 40-minute to an hour video every Sunday consistently. That is just like this slow ASMR of him doing his little task around these stone cabins. And I found him about this time last year. Every Sunday, without fail, I will watch his whole video through. Like, he was the first YouTuber that I've like, I want to watch all the video, even if it's very slow paced and slow moving. So yeah, I was obsessed with his Sunday videos. And then I found out that he did 2 bike trips that are like year-long or 2-year-longs. And so I watched those videos on his YouTube channel, and then I found out he had done books, and I bought my sister his 1-year travels on bike for Christmas, and I read it before I gave it to her, and I was like, this is the most stunning coffee table book I have ever fucking read. Like, the photos are gorgeous. So I asked for this one for my birthday, and I read it in March, and so I'd watched a short film on this, his like videos on his YouTube channel, and I think it's really nice how he balances what information he releases in his videos and what he explores in his book. Really just stunning. This man has convinced me to change a lot of my long-term like 5-year ambition goals, and yeah, he just soothes my soul. Like, I really like him, and I think everyone should watch his building the stone cabins in that northern Italy mountains, because they're just so relaxing. And after that book, I hit a bit of a slump because I finished my job, found out I was getting a new job, but it wasn't going to be starting for 3 weeks, starting next week, and I was like, okay, I need a break. So I invited all my friends round, but I didn't really get a chance to read, and so I picked up The Vaster Wilds last week, I think. I was reading it when I was at my friend's house, and I really like this. I read The Matrix by Lauren Groff end of 2022, and the descriptions were beautiful, but I really didn't understand the story most of the times. I was just going along for vibes. So I was kind of expecting that sort of unhinged magical realism intersect with history again, but this was gorgeous. It was very rooted in like reality, and it follows like a certain very short time period of this one character, and it was in a time period I didn't expect. I'm gonna have to search up more if she's dealt with the representation of that historical period well, because it's like colonial American, but sort of when they were having the settlements period, so before any real governing came into place. But yeah, overall it was a good month, but I think I was reading quite a lot of different things that they didn't really flow into my writing. And I also think I've just been a bit too stressed out this last month for fully dedicating myself to writing, so I'm hoping with doing the artist way and starting a fresh month where I'm getting sort of a routine back with my new job, I can start pulling on some influences and inspirations. But it's sunny now. It was raining earlier this morning, but it's sunny, so I'm gonna go down to the reservoir.
Bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. Quiero tenerte muy cerca, mirarme en tus ojos, verte junto a mí. Piensa que tal vez mañana yo ya estaré lejos, muy lejos de ti. Bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. Quiero tenerte muy cerca, mirarme en tus ojos, verte junto a mí. Piensa que tal vez mañana yo ya estaré lejos, muy lejos de ti.